nutrition advisory panel that helps shape the country's official dietary guidelines, known as the Dietary Guidelines Advisory Committee, said that Americans were eating too much salt, sugar, and saturated fat, and not enough foods that fall into a healthy dietary pattern like fruits, vegetables, nuts, whole grains, and fish. Therefore, they recommended that Americans use alternative diets such as Mediterranean-style diet, which is associated with lower disease rates.
So I think when you're healthy, it allows more space for clarity.
This report, prepared for the Departments of Agriculture and the Human Services, also calls for moderate coffee consumption from 3 to 5 cups, which may help reduce type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease and protects against Parkinson's disease. It also clears eggs and cholesterol in saturated fats as non-nutrients of concern, but recommended diets with fewer animal products and more plant-based foods, among them fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and legumes. Furthermore, it stressed the use of viable environmental diets that would create lesser greenhouse gas emissions with less use of land, water, and energy.
It's important to be health conscious not only for our bodies, for ourselves, but also for our environment, because right now, the way that we eat, the food that we require, it's damaging to the earth.
The guidelines are highly influential and becomes the policies for government and state programs throughout the nation. It recommends also alternative lifestyles that include exercise, which helps reduce cholesterol excesses, and the use of medications, which build up and clog arteries that increase the risk of heart attacks and diseases or strokes.
It's been a week from this, and I had this shots.
The panel makes a dramatical call on Americans with alarming warnings about sugar consumption due to its links to obesity and other chronic diseases, recommending its use to no more than 10% of daily calories, 12 teaspoons for adults. Americans consume 20 to 30 daily spoons of sugar, and it happens at all age groups of the population.
You work with someone with sugars, you don't tell them to eliminate anything because that causes a reaction that goes, I'm not going to do it, I can't do it, it's impossible. That causes that reaction. You don't want to cause that, you just say, add something in the middle that's going to stabilize your blood sugar. So we add in some brown rice, or we add in some grain, we add in some miso soup every day that stabilizes the blood sugar, so it's not doing the curve up and down, it's going on a small sine wave.
As much as a third of the calories that Americans consume come from outside the home, and many health experts believe that increasingly large portion sizes and unhealthy ingredients have been significant contributors to obesity in the United States. According to the American Heart Association, the use of sugary products along with processed foods and carbs like bread and rice worsens the cardiovascular health, and the new recommendations for the Americans is not to focus in the amount of fats to use, but on the kind, like unsaturated fat found in fish, nuts, olive and vegetable oils.
Issues with the way we eat right now is we are eating too much meat, and the meat industry requires a lot of land.
According to the Arthritis Research Campaign, overweight and obesity worsens arthritis because extra weight puts strain on your joints. In fact, the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine states that while there are many types of arthritis, there are over 20 million Americans who suffer from one specific type called osteoarthritis. Regardless of the type of the arthritis a person has, patients are often prescribed pain medications and sometimes anti-inflammatory medications to treat the symptoms. These medications often have side effects and the result may be to be more harmful. Since arthritis affects so many people, finding a cure is very important. There is currently no cure for arthritis, but avoiding certain harmful foods may help decrease the pain and inflammation associated with it.
The lower back hurt me a lot all week, very, very bad. It's a little bit better this morning. Feeling a little bit from it.
The panel also dropped the intake of the dietary cholesterol from foods as eggs and shrimp. Research has found that the dietary cholesterol has little impact or no effect on the blood cholesterol levels of most people. But meats such as beef have been linked to increased inflammation and joint pain from arthritis, according to the Physicians' Committee for Responsible Medicine. People with arthritis generally experience less pain when they go on a vegetarian diet. For Dr. Ronald M. Krause, the director of atherosclerosis research at Children's Hospital Oakland Research Institute and the former chairman of the American Heart Association's Dietary Guidelines Committee, said that the advisory panel's emphasis on overall dietary patterns was a tremendous move in the right direction.
If you don't exercise, if you don't do anything right now, my best advice would be to get up off the chair and go for a walk. Going to get cardiovascular exercise, which is going to help with their heart. Just regular movement. They'll stay flexible in their muscles and in their joints and in their ligaments, and it will just keep them motivated to continue to move.
I feel good. I feel like I left something out of my life, my daily exercise life, if I don't go ahead and do the work I know that I should do. And knowing what I should do is a matter of mental training, of knowing that this is the thing I should be doing, and this is something that I try to meet on every occasion.
With these recommendations and a more balanced diet mixed with regular exercises, both our daily lives and the planet will have a new light and a better future.
From the city of Mission Viejo, California, reports Hernan Pinilla.